she could still win the title of Miss Universe. One of the problems with predictions, let's go through my predictions and I will share why I had these women. Much to our dismay, on the final night of Miss Universe, only one woman is going to take home the crown and sash. And in the words of Paula Shugart, it is one woman's destiny to win. I made a final predictions, and honestly, I almost didn't put out a predictions at all, like a final predictions, because there are so many amazing women who could carry the crown and title of Miss Universe this year. And I also I don't know what it was about this year. I just felt like I didn't want to feel like I was leaving certain girls out. And I think part of that actually is that I and some of you have gotten to know some of these girls personally. For example, Miss Australia. I was on a live with Miss Australia before she even won Miss Australia. I then had her as a guest on my podcast, so she has become a friend of mine. And of course, because she's my friend, I want her to win Miss Universe. I want to have her in my top 5. It's just so hard to like put these women in a ranking, in a predictions, especially when you are like personally tied to them. So for example, in Maria's case, she could still win the title of Miss Universe. Like, it could happen. We could see her wearing the crown and sash of Miss Universe. And the same goes for so many of these women. There's women who I didn't even include on my predictions that I know could win the title of Miss Universe. Like, it is possible. And I think one of the problems with predictions, and when you put out a predictions, is that people hold you to that. They're like, well, you said this, so obviously that's what you thought, or you're wrong. And it's like, from my perspective anyways, I have watched the interviews and I've seen photos for months and months and months from these women. When I was hitting the publish button on my YouTube channel, I was like, anything can happen. Anything can happen, and all of these women are deserving. I have shared that quote by Paula Shugart quite a few times because that is her like go-to speech to all the contestants when they arrive at Miss Universe every year, is that every single woman has the opportunity to win, every single woman has the ability to win, but it is one woman's destiny to win. As a delegate, that was something that helped carry me through the competition because I knew that no matter if I placed, how I placed, it was my destiny to be there. And I've shared this before. I actually share a bit of this story in my ebook that I just released on my website. I'll put the link in the description. That when I was standing in the top 9, hoping to go into the top 6, I just had this feeling, like an intuition feeling that I wasn't going to move on, and I didn't, but I was okay with it because I knew it was my destiny to place there. It was meant to be for me to place there. And so for all of these women, all of them deserve to be in a top 21. All of them deserve the crown and title of Miss Universe for different reasons, but it is one woman's destiny to win. And the people who decide that are the Miss Universe organization and the judges. As much as it's so much fun to put out predictions and for us to talk about who we think is gonna win, our opinions don't really matter in a way. We can be there to support the women and cheer them on, but what we say, like my predictions for example, have no bearing on who's going to win. That's just what I was thinking. I literally made that predictions in the middle of the night. So actually, enough of this babbling. Let's go through my predictions and I will share why I had these women on my list. Disclaimer, there are women who I feel like deserve to be on the list as well, like Nicaragua, Haiti, Colombia, Romania, Chile, Denmark, Cambodia. There are so many incredible contestants. I mean, it's unbelievable. So let's go through, starting with Vietnam. Vietnam to me just had the wow factor in the prelims. I love her. I thought she was amazing during the whole competition. Then we have Miss France. Miss France's personality is like no other. She is so much fun. She's always dancing, and I really think that she would have wowed the judges in the interview. And as you guys know, the interview is so important. Indonesia. I was so happy with Indonesia's prelim performance. She seems like she has such a wonderful personality. I would be happy to see her in the top 21. Miss Singapore. Perhaps one of the biggest surprises for me in each of the competitions. The national costume, she gave such a powerful message. Her interview outfit was on point, and I really enjoyed her prelim performance, especially her gown. Jamaica. Jamaica is in a lot of people's top 5s, and honestly, I could see her in the top 5. I could see her wearing the crown of Miss Universe. It could absolutely happen. Consider this, anyone in the top 21 could win the crown of Miss Universe. Miss Brazil, a crowd favorite, amazing in swimsuit, such a fun personality, obviously stunning. I love Miss Brazil. Miss Costa Rica, a surprise for me in a good way. Loved her in national costume, loved her performance. She seems like such a sweet person in her up-close interview. Australia, a lot of you are shocked that I have her in my top 21 and not in my top 5. Honestly, in my heart, Maria is in my top 5 and she could honestly win the crown of Miss Universe. Again, I didn't know how to rank or where to put these women, so Maria, for me, she has to be in the top 21. Like, there's no doubt, and I would love to see her in the top 5, not only as a pageant fan but also as a friend. Miss USA. I feel like Miss USA is gonna place, I mean, you never know, but I feel like she gave a wonderful performance in national costume and also in the prelims, and we know that she must have a strong interview if she won Miss USA. Myanmar. Love Myanmar's story, loved her performance. I really think that she should be in the top 21. Again, I'm not a judge. I didn't see the behind the scenes closed door interviews, but love Myanmar. Curacao, another one of my personal favorites. I thought she gave a wonderful performance in the prelims. I love her story. I love what she's doing with her platform. Amazing. Now for the top 10. First in my top 10 is Canada. Once again, I could see Canada in the top 5. I could see Canada winning this whole thing. She could be the next Miss Universe. She has that powerful presence. She has the story. She has the message. She has such a strong leadership quality about her that honestly, IMG could crown her as the next winner. Mexico, huge fan favorite, loved her performance. I love what she's about. She seems so intelligent, love her platform, and I love that she also talks a lot about cyberbullying and what it's like to be on that end. She shared that people were calling her like fat and stuff, which is honestly so freaking crazy. I cannot. But anyway, love Miss Mexico. I would love to see her wearing the Miss Universe crown. Miss Iceland. Miss Iceland was in my top 5 for a long time, and then it was like this last minute, middle of the night decision. I put her into my top 10, but once again, I could see her in my top 5. I don't even know if there's any other pageant predictors that I follow anyways that have her in their top 5, but I thought her performance was top notch in the prelims, and I'm confident her interview would have been amazing. Never mind the fact she seems to have a fabulous personality. I would love to see Iceland in the top 5. Miss Thailand, one of my favorites, one of your favorites. I love Miss Thailand. She killed it in the prelims. I do think if there's any downfall, it could potentially have been her interview. However, she has really improved her interview since we saw her win Miss Thailand, so anything is possible. She could be in the top 5 and she could have the crown. Miss Peru. Obviously, I love Miss Peru. I would love as well to see her in the top 5. I would love to see her wearing the crown and sash of Miss Universe. That would be so amazing. Top 5. Okay, so I went as far to rank these women in my top 5 as the runners-up and winners. I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't know if I've done that, but here we go. 4th runner-up, Miss Philippines. Miss Philippines has been up and down for me in my top 5 and into my top 10. And last night, I was going through interviews of the girls and just trying to get like an overall feel. And again, she could win the title of Miss Universe. Like, she could be the next Miss Universe, or maybe she'll be in the top 10. We don't know. But what I feel like with Rabia is that she has this relatability that I'm sure in her interview would have come through. Who knows the behind the scenes, but that's why she's in my top 5. 3rd runner-up, South Africa. There's a lot of people who are saying that South Africa would be like their #1 winner or, you know, 1st runner-up if South Africa hadn't won so many times in the past while. And there are people, I totally know where people are coming from. I hope that IMG wouldn't hold that against somebody, but I mean, South Africa has everything it takes to not only land in the top 5, but to win Miss Universe. And if she were to be the next Miss Universe, again, I would not be surprised. Nepal. I have Nepal as my 2nd runner-up. Another woman I could see wearing the Miss Universe crown. She has the speaking skills, she has the stage presence, she has the story. It would be just so cool to see Nepal win. On one of my predictions for Global Beauties, I had Nepal as my winner, and people were like, what? Oh my gosh. So I'd be like, told you guys. 1st runner-up, Puerto Rico. Huge fan favorite. I love Puerto Rico. I thought she gave an amazing performance in the prelims. She seems so genuine, down to earth. She could also walk away with the title of Miss Universe. The woman who I have in my #1 spot of winning the title of Miss Universe is Miss India. There was something about Miss India on the prelims that just had me thinking she's the next Miss Universe. I don't know how you guys feel, and obviously I can be wrong. I am not a psychic, I am not a judge, but that is just my intuition feeling. Looking back at the photos from the intro of the prelims to the swim to the gown, what she was reminding me of is when I will look back and see photos of the performance, or photos or videos of the performance of Demi Lee, of Iris, and of Pia. So seeing them in the preliminary competition, like maybe because we know they're the winner, but there was just something about their performances that you're like, oh wow, I didn't notice that. Like she really looked in that moment like Miss Universe. And again, maybe that's just looking back, like already knowing that they were the winners, but that's what Miss India was giving me, that Miss Universe feel. But it could be anyone. I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't feel like I should have to give this disclaimer of like, if I'm wrong or if I'm not right with my whole predictions, like to not come at me. But I think that there's people who will be like, you didn't see her coming, you didn't even once say that she could be Miss Universe. And it's no, because I can't talk about every single one of these 70 some women and give reasons why each of them could win the title. I just have to give my intuition to you guys, and at the end of the day, this is for fun. This video is for fun. The job of Miss Universe, that's serious business, but us talking about who could win, making predictions, discussing our thoughts, this is for fun. People take us so seriously, and I understand, like if you have your contestant, you want them to win, of course that's serious business, but at the same time, it should all be about support, encouragement, and that is why sometimes these predictions can be toxic, not only in the fan space, but also for the contestants, because I know for myself, leading up to Miss Universe, like I was not in any of the predictions and I ended up placing in the top 9. So there are women who are going to prove us wrong. There are women who are going to show up and they are going to show us that they earned their spot in the top 21. They earned their spot in the top 10, the top 5, maybe win the crown and sash of Miss Universe. So at the end of the day, we want to see all the women have fun. We want to support them no matter what the outcome is. So anyways, that's a message for all of you guys to just know that it's these girls' destiny to place in every single aspect of the competition, and it's one woman's destiny to win the title of Miss Universe. For all of those who've been so supportive and kind in the comments, thank you so much. You are the reason that I keep doing these videos, because you know that I just have a passion for Miss Universe. I love seeing the journeys of these women. I love hearing the stories, and I know what it's like to be in their shoes, and it's just so fun to be able to share that with you. And so thank you so much for those who have been so kind and nice and who DM me and comment on my Instagram, such supportive words. I thank you so much. You are the reason that I keep putting these videos out, that I keep putting in this work and sharing it with you, because you are just as passionate as I am. So thank you. If you guys want to see all of my Miss Universe live reactions, because I'll be filming my live reaction as well as like a recap and my opinions, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the finals on the final night. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's here. Okay, best of luck, stay safe everyone.